Yes, villagers, today we're going to teach you how to teach your child the value of a dollar so that they can stop spending your money as if they have an unlimited supply. If you're interested in how we do that, you're in the right place. If you're new to this village, welcome to our village. If you're a returning villager, welcome as well. So, let's get into it. Welcome to Garden of the Mind, where we reduce stress, improve our health and fitness, and improve our financial IQ every episode. We love our children, but from a very early age, they seem to want things without any regard to a price tag. It seems like our job is to love them, and their job is to basically go through our pockets. But what are you going to do? I mean, we love them, so we got to do what we have to do and buy them whatever it is that we need to buy them, maybe. Our dollars have limits, and so should their desires for different things. But how do you teach a small child or even a big child that your money has a limit and there's a certain value to this? Well, we got 4 strategies for you. Tip number 1, teach them gratefulness. Well, how do you do that? You ask them to identify 5 things in their life that they are grateful for. Once a child starts to identify things that they are grateful for, then they start to look for things to be grateful for. And that's important because when they're looking to buy things, they're looking to buy things that they don't have, and those things seem to be overblown. It seems like whatever it is that they don't have, they need so much more than the things that they do have. So it's important for you to shift the focus and to point to them all of the things that they already have and all of the things that they are grateful for. We improve what we practice. So if you teach your child to identify gratefulness, then they'll start to practice it in their lives and they'll start to be appreciative. When I was younger, we didn't have a whole lot of things. So what we did have a whole lot is love. And my mother made sure to stress to us how important that love was. So we became grateful for it and we became less enthusiastic about the things that we didn't have because we knew that what we had, which was love, was more important than anything that my parent could have bought. Although sometimes we still wanted stuff. Tip number 2, you can give them allowance for doing chores. Now, what that teaches is it teaches them the value of hard work, and it also teaches them the value of a dollar. So, if they're as young as 2 years old, you can have them either taking out the garbage in the bathroom or possibly the waste paper basket by your desk. Something very small, not going to hurt them or anything, they can start to do, and they realize that in order for them to get money, they have to do something. They can take that money and put it in a jar so when they hear the ice cream truck bells, they can go to their jar and see exactly how much money they have and see whether they can get a shake or a banana split or whatever it is that they want. That also teaches them that each of the things that they want has a dollar value and they have to have enough money to purchase those things that they would like. Now, if you watch this show, you know that I talk about parenting being a negotiation. So with your older children, you can assign them tasks and chores, and when they start to ask you for things, and you know that they will, so they'll ask you if they can go over their friend's house, or they'll ask you if they can go to a certain restaurant, you can ask them, well, have you done your chores? If the answer is yes, then they have their permission in order to do those things that they want. If the answer is no, then you don't have to be the bad guy. Tip number 3. Teach them to save up for items that they want. I know it's the credit card era. You can swipe and get something sent to your door. You don't even have to leave your home in order to get it. But you have to teach your children delayed gratification. You have to teach them that it's very important for them to do work in order for them to get the things that they want. And delayed gratification is one of the best things. So teach them to save up for items that they would like. Now, if you feel bad that the item that they want seems to be so far out of their grasp, then you may be able to match whatever money that they've saved up. What that does is it teaches them that the onus is on them to save. So it's not on you. You have to back out of that equation. You are teaching them to be motivated. Remember, you're teaching every skill that you want them to have. If you teach them to always come to you for money, then what they learn to be is unmotivated and very dependent. So in about 10 years or whatever time it is, once they're 18, you'll wonder, well, what happened to their motivation? Why don't they want to work for anything? Why don't they want to get off the video game or stop doing this or whatever? The reason is because you get better at what it is that you practice, and maybe from an early age you've practiced giving them everything that they need. That doesn't work. Unfortunately, a lot of parents feel like in order to be good parents, they have to reward their child for the things that they didn't have. However, that is a big mistake because we know the value of the things that we didn't have. So for example, if we wanted those expensive sneakers the whole time when we were teenagers, now we go and purchase those for our children. Our children don't know the value of those sneakers. They don't know how bad you wanted them. All they know is that they have them and it's no big deal to them. So they're not going to have any appreciation for what it is that you have purchased because the appreciation was not for them. It was really for you. So when you bought these sneakers, it was for them, but it was really for you. You have to get the things that they appreciate. And you don't have to get them, but you have to help them in order to get them. What it does is it changes the onus. So now the onus is no longer on you to purchase everything. The onus is on them to purchase them and for them to start thinking about how they can get whatever it is that's necessary. Tip number 4, teach them to tithe and to save. This money is not their money and the money's not your money either. It's God's money. God has entrusted you to manage his money in the best way possible. So God asked for a portion of that, which is a tenth. Make sure that you teach them to set this money aside. Because if you start to do it while they have little money, they'll do it later on when they have big money. But if you don't start them at all, they'll think that everything is theirs, and just because they worked for it, it belongs to them and they can do with it whatever it is that they will. But that, I think, is a mistake. Once you teach a child how to tithe, you teach that child to participate in the miracle of God's money. Now, what God does is he blesses our money, so whatever amount we have, it becomes enough for whatever it is that we need. Most people with children can attest that God makes miracles with our children. The checkbook does not end up matching with how much money that we spend because God sends in his favor due to our tithing. Teach your child this valuable lesson so that they too can participate in this miracle. Bonus tip, teach your child how to shop and comparison shop. When you are in the supermarket, teach your child that you can buy a dozen of eggs for $2.50, or you might be able to buy 18 eggs for $3. Which one is a better value? If you teach your child the value, that's a lesson that's going to go far further than you think it's going to go. It's very important for you to also let them know that everything comes on sale in about 3 months. So within a 3-month period, whatever it is that they're looking for is probably going to come on sale. So if they wait and purchase sale items, they purchase an item for far cheaper than the cost of it, and that also helps to stretch their money and your money as well. Now, these are just 4 tips and a bonus that I've come up with. If you think that there are some other important things that need to be included in this video, please put that in the comments. The village will absolutely love it, and so will I. If you know of anyone who may benefit from this video, please send it to them. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up. If you like this channel, please subscribe. If you want to know when I post, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but the exact time, please click on that notification bell so you'll be one of the first people to know exactly what it is that we said here. And remember, thoughts are actions, words have power, and actions have consequences. I'll see you for our Fit Fridays, where we'll be showing you how to make some chicken nuggets in a most interesting way. I'll see you then.